Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the demo teaching today, the topic will be on communicating changes observed. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. We will be posting the Zoom link in the comment section. Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the demo teaching today, and the first 5 participants to join the Zoom meeting will be allowed to have close interaction with the speaker during the session and have an open forum after the demo teaching. The first 5 participants will serve as the students for the speaker's demo reel and will get a copy of the speaker's presentation at the end of the webinar. Again, for those who would like to join our Zoom meeting, kindly click on the link in our comment section.
Hello, everyone.
The new now is here. You need an out-of-the-box user-friendly platform that will help you transition smoothly to the new normal. You need vSmart School. vSmart School is a one-stop teaching and learning online platform perfect for hybrid learning. This two-in-one system caters to your distance learning and classroom management needs. vSmart School supports self-paced, teacher-paced, asynchronous and synchronous formal education online. In vSmart School, students will attend daily online classes and access Vibal's DepEd-aligned digital curriculum from preschool to senior high school. Need content for college? We have them too! With the guidance of parents and teachers, students will follow DepEd's recommended day-to-day lesson calendar for an entire school year. Teachers using vSmart School can also create lessons, schedule classes, and monitor their students' progress. Most importantly, teachers can also live stream or securely conduct online classes through the platform's webinar feature. Looking for a perfect classroom management partner? vSmart School has got you covered as it boasts of an out-of-the-box learning management platform. It provides a library of gamified and interactive materials, a lesson plan repository mapped to the curriculum, assessment tools, and ebooks that feature augmented reality technology. This LMS component of vSmart School is integrated with a learning record system. This means that through the system, teachers and students can track their teaching and learning journey. Not just that, teachers can also monitor students' grades through an electronic grading sheet called Gradebook. And if you need to deploy tests online, you can do so with Test Guru, where you can enjoy thousands of free test questions ready for deployment through the Vibal Test Bank. See? All your distance learning needs are here in vSmart School. Packed with curriculum-aligned content, learners' progress reporting, and ebooks that are AR ready, vSmart School goes beyond the traditional classroom experience. The good news is, you can also enjoy the vSmart School experience without the internet connection through its mobile app. Downloadable from Google Play Store and Apple App Store. So what are you waiting for? Start your virtual classroom with vSmart School.
Good day again, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the discussion today, the topic will be on communicating changes observed. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. If you'd like to join our Zoom meeting this afternoon, the Zoom link is already posted in our comment section. Our participants will have close interaction with our speaker and will get a copy of the speaker's presentation. Make sure you are registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to all our Vibal webinars. Experience learning, ka-Vibal! And now, to proceed with our webinar this afternoon, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker today. Mayra Luna N. Montes Vailosis, born in Almeria, Biliran Province, graduated Bachelor in Elementary Education as a scholar at St. Teresa's College, Cebu City in 2000. She worked as an administrative assistant at the Dean's Office of the University of the Philippines Cebu College and as clerk at Central Visayas Study Center of the university before she taught at Cathedral School of La Naval in Naval, Biliran Province, her high school alma mater. Her dedication as a classroom teacher made her a master of her craft in teaching. In 2009, she was sent to the University of the Philippines Diliman to study teaching and character education under the DepEd Integrated Scholarship Program. She finished her Master of Education major in Educational Management at Biliran State University, formerly Naval State University in 2011. Her team joined the National Schools Press Conference in Coronadal, South Cotabato in 2017. At present, her family is relocated at her husband's place in Poblacion, Manukan, Zamboanga del Norte, where she continues to serve as a classroom teacher at Manukan East Central School in Zamboanga del Norte Division. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our dear speaker, Ms. Mayra Luna N. Montes Vailosis.
It's so nice that I'm given this opportunity to be with you this afternoon. And I'm so honored that I am joining you and I am able to share to you, the craft that I am able to have in my life. Miss Jillian, thank you so much for assisting me. We had some technical problems earlier and the signal was not that cooperative. However, this is our new normal and we have to be adaptive and accept that these are the realities that we are facing right now. However, our situation is we have to move on and assist ourselves so that learning continues. So Miss Jillian, thank you so much. The title of my presentation is Communicating Changes Observed. And obviously, today is during COVID-19 pandemic. So next is the topic that I'm sharing to you on the next slide, please, Miss Jillian, is coming from the most essential learning competencies. In the Department of Education, we follow the most essential learning competencies. And I am so grateful as a teacher that just before COVID started, we were prepared for this so that we based our competencies. And the competency and code that I'm going to share to you this afternoon is entitled, next please, the performance standard. The child shall be able to critically observe and make sense of things around him or her. And this is a reality in the Philippines wherein we have our mother tongue. So here in Zamboanga, for example, we speak Cebuano and we also have our Subanen groups. So as teachers, we should be versatile in most languages that our children are able to speak. And the next description for our objective this afternoon is, next please, for its standard code. the other one, please, Miss Jillian. Okay. The children demonstrate an understanding of similarities and differences. So when children are able to differentiate things and find similarities of things in what he or she can do, then from there, his or her sense of curiosity is developed and thereby learning takes place. So we know very well. Next, please. Okay. We know very well that as Filipinos, we also develop these skills. So meron tayong pakikinig, pagsasalita, pagbasa, pagsulat, at panonood. So nabigyan na itong halaga ngayon, lalo na sa ating MELCs. And it is so timely, so that, next please, in panonood or viewing, particularly during this pandemic, this is where technology plays a large role in the way we communicate in today's world. And this is exactly the reason why I'm here. And I'm so glad and honored and, very opportune that Vival Group is able to give me this opportunity. So, yeah, I'm sure that there are also parents who are watching, there are students who are watching, and people of different ages. So all we have to do is just have the bird's eye view of what's going on the view also of the little children. So good for the ones who know how to read and write already. But how about those who are still starting to, who are still beginning readers, who still are preparing themselves to know how to read? So next, please. We have change. So I was told that I have the prerogative to choose which objective. And so the word change is an important word to me because it is both a verb and a noun. So as a verb, it means adjust or become different. And as a noun, it means an action or process which makes something different. So isn't it a challenge for all of us, not only adults, but particularly all persons involved in the education process, to adapt to these changes? So next, please. So that we know that when COVID-19 pandemic started, and we're almost 2 years now, a lot has changed. So in the picture, we can see the coronaviruses that surround us, so that those hands, symbolize all of us who are so concerned to all people, so that we should stay home safe. And if we would step out and, reach out to other people, we have some rules to follow. Next, please. Yeah, that's a cartoon for our government's call for all of us Filipinos to be cooperative. So what would we do? First, we have to wear our mask. Then we have to hugas or wash our hands. And we have to iwas or to maintain social distancing. And most importantly, we have to have our vaccine. We have to have our bakuna. So this is also an opportune time for me to also request all of you to be that cooperative, so that sooner we could all go back, maybe not to the normal that we had left, but maybe we are moving on, to another kind of society that would be more considerate to all the changes that happen around us. Okay, next please. So we care for our children and youth. So my dear children who are now watching, with parents also, we care for you. And this way of having this platform, online platform, of having this Vival Demo Reel is our way of caring for you, so that the adults that surround children will also be more or less updated and will be assisted somehow in how to do about with these things that no one has ever prepared or no one has ever been prepared. Okay, so I wish my sharing would do something to all of us. Next, please. So aside from caring for our youth, we remind you sooner or later we would have our face-to-face, and even some are already starting with their face-to-face classes. So I salute you for that, kids and parents. Here in our place in Zamboanga, we are not yet identified here in Zamboanga del Norte, but we should be reminded that every time you would be on your respective classrooms, you should always sanitize or wash your hands. And as you can see on the picture, you should be distant with each other. So before, maybe you remember that you were too close, no? You were too close with each other. But now you have to be distant, at least a meter away. And also another one. Yes, next please. Another one is a reminder that whatever you do, whether you dance or you move your hands, you do something, physically, please be reminded you have to be distant, socially distant. All right. So thank you, kids. Thank you, my dear parents, to always remind our children every time they would step out. So at home, maybe you can get closer with your siblings, but when you step outside, always with your mask and then socially distant. All right. So I think we are now moving on to our class. I think I have other reminders yet on my slides. Yeah. So education continues. Okay. So I am so honored that I am able to do this on a bigger platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So please bear with our technicalities. And I so wish that all will be well with you and your loved ones. Education continues. All right. So I am facing a kindergarten class. And to start with, next slide, please. All right. Good afternoon, children. Good afternoon. Yes, this is your teacher, Myra Luna, and we will have our topic, another interesting topic this afternoon. But first, let us follow these rules. So number one, you have to be on time. So congratulations to all of you who have signed in on time and who have also prepared the materials that we're going to do this afternoon. Okay, so I assume that you already found a quiet place. And then I'm requesting everyone that you turn on your video so that I can see if you're also watching, if you're also listening. And then just be reminded that you have to keep yourself muted. So meaning to say, you have to turn off your microphone. All right, kids? But we have some other rules to follow. That is, next slide, please. Be respectful and kind. So even if you are on your respective homes, respective comfort zones, you have to be respectful and kind. So we have already discussed that you only have to click or raise your hand. You can see that. You can have that on your lower icons, the bottom, on the bottom part there. And then you have to raise your hand by clicking the icons. Okay. Or if I tell you to, turn on your microphone, you will do so. All right. And what is important is for this afternoon, you should have fun. Yeah, you're right. Let's have fun. Okay, let's begin. Next, please. Next, please, Miss Jillian. All right. So today we have a song to learn. You have the singing of little eyes, be careful what you see. Little eyes, be careful what you see, and so on. So, all right. So you have to observe me first. Okay, can you all see me? Wave, wave your hands. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. First, the first picture that you have to observe is, next, please. Yeah, you're right. That's me. You have two pictures there. Okay? Yes, who wish to join us for our demo? All right. So I'm so sorry I could not see the names or of participants, but allow me to just assume some names, please. Okay, Mary, what can you say? On the first picture, okay, please allow me to listen from you. Okay, you can turn on your microphone now. All right, and then Mary will say something like, teacher, you are wearing an eyeglass. Oh, very good, very well. How about on the second picture towards your right? Can you spot the arrow? Please thumbs up. Okay, so you can see the red arrow. Who wish? Okay, Mary, thank you for turning off your mic. You're so kind. Thank you very much. All right, for my next question, on the next picture after the arrow, who would like to say something? Yes, John. Okay, may I hear from you? All right, so you have seen that on the first picture, I wasn't wearing eyeglasses, but on the first picture, I was wearing eyeglasses. On the next picture, I wasn't anymore. Okay, can you say that these two pictures are the same? Thumbs up? Yeah, you're right. Okay, I have another picture for you. Let's have the next slide, please. Thank you, Miss Jillian. So what was changed in the picture? May I call another child, please? All right, Peter, in your own words, what have you observed among the two pictures? Okay, and then he would say something about it. Next slide, please. So I have two more examples, okay, to really let them see and look which part there became different and they were able to spot the difference. So I have two more examples, please, Miss Jillian. Please help me have the honor to show. So they will spot the difference still with the curly hair, but the same person, whether or not they are the same person. So first, they have to focus using their eyes and they have to say something about it. So they can have the color of the shirt or the hair or the background, and they would say more about it. So it's really coming from the children. Next, please. So what was changed in the picture? All right, next slide, please, Miss. All right, can you see the yellow arrows? Yeah, can you see the red arrow? All right, that's cool. I wish to call Paulo. Paulo, I'd like you to say something about one of the arrows. Oh, so you wish to tell us about what you see regarding the hair. What can you say about it, Pau? Please turn on your microphone. And then Paolo will say something. Oh, teacher, you have a curly hair. And then your curly hair became straight. All right. Thank you very much, Paolo. Another one. And then the time will be used for them to really observe, to be a keen observer, and they will focus their eyes on the pictures, and the teacher would really ask, oh, what differences did you see? Or what similarities did you find? And then they would name. All right, so next slide, please. I think I have another example. But this time, all right, kids, it's your turn. And I know that this is your favorite part because you have prepared a lot of materials for this. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Next slide, please. So you have your sheet of paper. So the instruction is get a sheet of paper and tear it into half. Okay, turn on your cameras now. Kindly hold your paper. All right. And tear it. I'm giving you 3 seconds to do it. And 1, 2, and 3. Does it look like this? Let me show you. Next slide, please. Oh, so was your paper like this, or the ones that you see on the picture? Who wished to share about his or her experience? Okay. Yes, Miss Therese, kindly turn on your microphone, and then Therese will say something about it. Okay, next, please. You also prepared your red crayons, right? All right, next slide, please, Miss. All right. Your pencil. Okay, get your pencil, your sharpener, and you have to sharpen your pencil, no? So, in 3, 2, 1, sharpen. What happens? Is there a change? Okay. Who wishes to answer? Fastest finger goes to, okay, Renee. Okay, would you like to share? All right, I know. Okay, please turn on your microphone, and then Renee will say something about the pencil that it has been sharpened after sharpening it. All right, next one, please. Okay, did your experience look like that? All right, okay, next one, please. So maybe I have 1 or 2 more examples. So color your paper using a red crayon. What happens? Next slide, please, Miss. And then, did it look like this? Can you show me on your cameras? Oh, there are others which are shaped like yellow and so on. And then there is communication, not the things that they have observed. So next slide, please. So what have you learned today? Okay, may I call Renesmee? Teacher, I have learned that. Oh, really? So have you discovered something? Were you able to say something about the things you observed? What did you use? Did you use your eyes well? All right, very well. You're doing good. You're doing great. So with the things that you learned today, can you talk more about what you observed to your mom, to your dad, to your brothers and sisters? Thumbs up, please. Yeah, and I'll also have my way to check whether or not you're able to say things about the things that you observe in your homes. Maybe I'll be calling one of your parents, or maybe I'll have another way of knowing if you've been doing it. All right, so next, please. So for your assignment, show your baby picture next time if possible. So I'm sure since the pandemic up to now, those changes are so vast and so numerable. There are many, but I would like you to focus on yourself this time, on yourselves this time. And I'm sure that you have kept most of your baby pictures, but if you haven't yet, then perhaps you can ask your mom or your parents or your guardians about the things that you were doing or the things that you could do when you were still a baby. So this was my 4th child, Precious, and she was still a baby, and now she's 15 years old. Can you imagine the change? Yeah. So I wish that you would also observe, not observe your very selves this time. So that would be our assignment for our next meeting. Next slide, please. Before we end our online class this afternoon, let us sing the song that I taught you, but we will just change. Instead of the eyes, this time it should be your little tongue. Can you please sing with me? Little tongue, be careful what you say. Little tongue, be careful what you say. For the Lord up above is looking down with love. Little tongue, be careful what you say. So you can sing that, especially before sleeping. No? So that's it for this afternoon, children. If you have questions, you can turn on your microphone once more. And for the last time, I would like to hear what your concern is. But if there's none, so that's the end of our class this afternoon. Goodbye, everyone. Have a pleasant day. So next slide, please, Miss Jillian. Now you can communicate changes that you observe politely. So I was supposed to say that also to the kids and reiterate that they are supposed to communicate the changes, but using their tongue, they have to observe politeness. They have to do it politely. All right? Next slide, please. I'm about to end already, and please just allow me this saying that the measure of intelligence is the ability to change by Albert Einstein. Thank you very much. Be safe. Now, Miss Jillian, I am excited to listen from our participants.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Myra. Now we will proceed to our question and answer portion. If our participants here in the Zoom have any questions for our speaker, you may type it in our chat box. And for those watching in our YouTube broadcast, you may also raise your questions for our speaker in the comment section.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a question from Ryan Bello.
Hi, Sir Ryan.
Ituturo
Yes,
ito sa ating mga students if tayo po ay nasa modular learning.
I heart you, sir. Kasi nga po, nasa modular learning pa tayo. Para po sa akin, itong ginagawa nating ito, parang it's so ideal, but we have no other way but to prepare ourselves for this ideal world in the new setup of the education system. Lalo na dito sa amin, sir, alam niyo po ba, marami pang walang signal. And the reality is, it's very painful kasi hindi lang signal ang wala, pati pa pagkain. So how much more ang gadgets? Alam niyo yon, while doing this, para bang sabi ko sa sarili ko, nakakapanlumo na our reality is so different, no? Pag pumunta tayo sa ating mga elementary schools, central schools, modular yung ginagamit namin. So, ako po ay merong opportunity sa Filipino. Kaya ang ginawa ko po doon sa mga learning activity sheets namin, sir, please allow me to share lang po for the bigger audience. Nilagyan ko po siya ng, ang araling ito ay mapapanood sa link ng, ayan, nagpapasalamat po ako sa ating Department of Education na nag-provide po ng mga educational links. So ako po, doon ko na lang po siya para bang ginawa ng paraan para yung mga may access sa internet at nakakagamit ng mga educational gadgets, for example, maari nilang i-click yon sa browser at makapanood. Halimbawa, sa Filipino, mahirap kaya ituro yung panonood. Paano natin ipapakita o ituturo yung panonood sa pamamagitan ng printed modules? So, nahanapan naman po ng paraan. But the education system, we are just a reflection of the realities of our society. Kaya, mahalaga po na alam natin kung ano ang reality. Para bang sabi nga ng anak ko, Mama, baka nag-expectation versus reality ka na naman. Sabi ko, oo nga anak, totoo. Etong ginagawa ko with Vival, para bang ito yung gusto kong mangyari talaga, na lahat ng mga mag-aaral ko, marireach out ko sila through this online platform. But what can we do? What can we do? I teach, for example, more than 100 students, and not even half could access to group chats, for example. So lalo na yung data para sa internet. So sir, ganun po ang ating realities, at wag lang po tayong mawala ng pag-asa. Sana po ay etong mga realidad ng ating buhay ay kahit mabagal, no matter how slow, naroon pa rin tayo sa pagiging positibo, sa pagkakaroon ng pananaw na positibo, maganda at maayos para naman may mapagkukunan pa yung mga mag-aaral natin ng lakas. Hugot sir, ano? Okay lang ba 'yon? Okay lang po ba sir? So sana naman po nabasa niyo rin ang aking puso. So yun po Ma'am Jillian ang aking sagot. Meron pa po bang iba?
Thank you very much, Ma'am Myra. We don't have questions anymore. We have here a comment from Sir Lamberto Pilatan. Thank you so much, Ma'am Myra Luna, for your very informative and comprehensive presentation. Congratulations po.
Maraming salamat po, sir. Inspired lang po ako kasi marami pa tayo sa Department of Education na kahit papano sa Bisaya pa nag-aginod gayod, nagkamang gayod, pertig yung lisura apan pinaagi sa tong kasing-kasing sa pamamagitan ng ating puso, kung ano yung totoong desire ng ating puso na tumulong at still hope for a better place, for a better society. We can do so much. Pwedeng-pwede. Yun nga ang kasabihan, pag gusto, maraming paraan. Pag ayaw, maraming dahilan. Ako yun. Isa ako doon. Sir, salamat. Maraming salamat.
And another comment from Ma'am Nora Pangan. Thank you very much for this very timely and interesting webinar.
Thank you po. Maraming salamat po, ma'am.
That's all the questions we have for now. Do you have any last reminders to our viewers for today, Ma'am Myra?
This is not a reminder po, Miss Jillian, but this is po, these are words of gratitude. I would like to thank Dr. Lactam for facilitating this opportunity, for Vival Group, for the schools where I have been, especially the Naval Central SPED Center in Naval Biliran, and where I am now in Manukan East Central School. I am so inspired to do these things, and I am so grateful that I'm able to share to you what is inside my heart and what I also desire, the kind of society that we all could move on, we all could progress in the future. Yun po, ma'am. Maraming salamat.
There we have it. In behalf of Vival Group Incorporated, I would like to thank our speaker for today for this indeed very interactive and insightful demo teaching session. It is an honor to have you with us today, ma'am. And to all our Ka-Vival viewers, all thanks to you for your continuous patronage to all our daily learning session. Don't forget to register to get your e-certificate of participation. We also encourage you to subscribe and watch on our official Vival Facebook and YouTube channel. Muli, maraming salamat at magandang araw sa ating lahat.